is most beneficial to everyone is that me having that strong sense of self and passing that on to people under me, which is why I want to teach 8th grade, because I feel like that's a critical point. You can make or break you. 8th grade will make or break you. What you do from then and the rest of your life is just like, and I know there are a lot of people that are like, why would you do that? Because that's the most difficult age, but people, those children, people who need that. When I was in the 8th grade, like I had to figure it out on my own. So I want to be able to give that to those children. Whatever it is that you have a passion for, that's your gift. Use that. And if we all can use our gifts, no one will have a problem. We'll all be happy doing what we're doing, and nobody will begin or try to take from anyone else because they have that. And they'll understand that everything that they need is here.
Yes.
So.
Beautiful. Well, actually, I'm saying Sean.
Sure. That's
no, it's funny because I want to build off of what Renee said. I feel the same way too, especially for me when I was growing up in Barbados. I'm originally from the Caribbean, and when I was growing up, comics were a hobby. Now it's a little bit more mainstream, and a lot of movies are comic book based. But people were telling me that they would slap me over the head and say, "You want to do comics? That's ridiculous. Be an architect." And I recently had the pleasure last year of teaching a class of young kids. I think they were age 12 to 17, and these kids, just to see being able to pass on some kind of knowledge and being able, most importantly, pass on the notion that if you want to do this, you can do this. You know what I mean? That you do have a way of making money off of something that you want to do. And even if you don't make a lot of money, just the fact that if you can survive and be happy, that's the biggest thing for me. I think maybe my ultimate dream is to have some Oprah's money one day and be able to build a art school in Barbados. Because, like I said, the art community there wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be when I was growing up. So that would be the ultimate goal.
That's awesome.
Yes, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
And for me, big dream would be to actually work in Hollywood. Produce original movies, something, show more color skin of faces, different backgrounds, different religions. But mainly, I look at success as being, when you spend your time with other people and you give of yourself to others, and they also do the same as well. And it just, your success is built upon what you share with other people and what they take with them, even to the next life, is that you share a part of your life with them and they share with others. And that is what real true success is going to be, is that who has the better way of life because you lived and that you shared your life with them. And that's when God's speaking to you. And everything I do with this project, I know it's not in my hands. I've always known it was in the Father's hands. Right. I'm just a tool that He's using for this.
I don't know if I could build off of something that Eric is saying too. And I haven't been around Renee as much at the conventions, but I've done a lot of shows with Eric. And one of the things, I know that a lot of times it seems like we're starting at to climb that ladder. But just from what we do, just being at conventions, there's so many people that have come to us and are astounded that we're doing what we're doing. And to us, we're like, oh, we still have a ways to go. But to them, on the other side of the table, they're astounded and they get motivated seeing us. And I'm sure with Renee too, that they get motivated seeing what we're doing, and then they want to come into it. And I actually started a comic book networking group in Philadelphia just for that same thing of getting people that, I recently had a new member. He's an art teacher. But he always wanted to do comic books, but never felt that he could. And he came to the meeting from being around other comic book artists and being around us. Now he's actually he actually did a Nightseeker piece. I don't know if you saw that, Eric. He actually drew a Nightseeker piece at the last meeting. But that gets them motivated. And I think as long as we, like Eric said, the success is for us. I think is for us to keep doing what we're doing. I think that's what.
And the nice thing about it is that he's actually from Trenton, also. He
is
in my area. How things do work out.
Well, I want to tell you guys something. My wife and I would have never thought that we'd be in this position that we are in today. So God is going to do some powerful things for each and every one of you guys. You just have to keep on being faithful. It's not easy. It's not easy, but you got to keep on staying faithful, because I believe that when God gives you a project, it's only for you. Give you a project only for you, and only for me and my wife. And we all going to do something for His glory. I want to say one more thing, and I want to say what you're talking about, the 8th grade. I work with kids in school, and I work with from the pre-K on up, and it's very important that they have somebody who cares about them, because nowadays kids are all over the place, and I guess being working with 8th graders is interesting because they are at that peak of like, well, now I'm not an 8th grade anymore, I'm going to high school. That's the next phase.
Right.
And so they need people like yourself, and they don't have to look at this. They look at this that's in the heart. That's the key. That's the very key, because everybody look at this, but they have to look at what's inside the heart. And my brother here talks about he's from Barbados, you know, and he's from West Philly. I guess he's from where my boy is at. What's his name? Will Smith. Will Smith.
I'm around the corner, I think, from where he went to school, so not too far.
Yeah, but you keep on doing what you got to do, brother, because what you're doing is going to be powerful work. And my brother here, don't give up the dream. You know, never give up the dream, because you got a good crew of people here that's going to be with you no matter thick and thin. And that's what you need, is thick and thin people that's going to do something. So I just want to say, first of all, I want to thank you all for coming on for It's Your Season. I want to leave you with something, one of my favorite scriptures. James will say, consider it pure joy, my brethren, when you face trials of many kinds, because that is testing of your faith. So I want to say thank you for stopping by. It's Your Season. God bless you. We love you. Peace.